Welcome to the Bot Signal. Today, the end of year celebration and a little bit of a look ahead. How are you this morning, audience? Listen, today we're going to check in with all of you. We're going to check in with what are you celebrating? What are you celebrating? We all know 2020 has been tough on folks. What have you accomplished in this past year? This is sort of the yearly version of my Friday Wins show, which, the holidays are sort of preventing that show lately. So I thought we would just do a yearly. What have you accomplished this year that you are deeply proud of? And if it's shareable on the internet, toss it in the comments for me so that we can celebrate together. I think end of year is a fabulous time to stop, smell the roses, make some things happen. And no better time than the present. We'll also be kind of looking ahead, at some things that are happening. You can also tell me if you don't have any wins celebratable on the internet, which I understand. You can also tell me what you're looking forward to for 2021, because I think it's going to be a very exciting year. No telling what's going to happen. And I'm here for it. So far, I am absolutely here for all of it. So, Teresa says we survived. I think that's the most worthy celebration. Let's give it up. Let's give it up for some survival, shall we? Because that is, in fact, important. And I absolutely love it. My celebrations are not going off, my darlings. So allow me for a moment. Let's do some manual stuff with this. Oh, my celebrations are not going off. This is weird. This is real weird, folks. So not sure what's happening there, but anyway. People. I want to people in 2021. You know what? I am looking forward to peopling myself. If you don't know me, if you've never met me up close, darlings, I am a hugger. I'm a hugger. I will chase you around an event. I will. Just because I am, that's just how I express affection. And holy moly. My wife is not a hugger. And yet she is the only person that I see on a daily basis. So she's had to sort of become a hugger, or at least she tolerates my hugs. But I want to people so bad in 2021. I want to give about 1,000 hugs, just per week would be fine. That's the deal all up in here. I want to absolutely celebrate that too. Let's get some rockets going off for people in 2021. Also celebrating that I joined your class for January. Oh yes. Oh yes. I am really excited about that too. I was working on it just this morning and getting some stuff ready and just preparing. And it's, you know what? To me, it's more than just a course. You know what I mean? It's more than just I'm going to teach you some things. This course will be it will be a bit different. It will be a bit different. You will not be listening to a lecture every week. There's no space for that, my friends. Hello, Papa. I don't know what you need, but I'm sort of on the air right now. I'm going to celebrate Ranger just because he needs some celebrating. Love my Papa, everybody. Anyway, so let's see here. Yeah, we survived, man, and it was a doozy. 2020 was a doozy. Just everywhere you look, something happening, and I know it's been a little crazy for a lot of us, but it's time. It's time to sweep some of that stuff out of the air. It's time to move on from all of that. It is time, and it's time to look forward into the future with some anticipation, with a little bit of excitement, with a whole lot of love. That's what I think. Totally my personal opinion. I know, it may mean a lot to you. It may mean very little, but for me, it makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense to go, okay, what did we do this year? You know what? I will say, Teresa, my business not it didn't just survive 2020, it thrived during 2020. And I happen to be, a lot of that's luck. A lot of businesses closed their doors this year. For me, I did better in 2020 than I did in 2019. Um, and a lot of that is due to, I think that embracing engagement marketing as a whole, I think that that speaks to a need a lot. And I think that was a good move. We'll celebrate that. But also just my friends, the people who every time somebody says the word bot, think of me. That, my friends, is huge. That is huge right there. There are people that came to me after a year. And, I met them like a year and a half ago, and, came back to me in this last month or two and said, hey, need a bot. I'm here for you. That is awesomeness. And so my friends, the people who have made awesome introductions for me, that those are the people that you can rely on. You know what? In times of good, in times of bad, in times of in between. The people who care to recommend you, the people who refer you, the people who take the time to meet you, um, even more people who take the time to do some stuff for you. I was with somebody just yesterday who was helping me out, and just helping me look for some keywords and stuff, some digital marketing issues, some questions that I was having. Jimmy Newson, and that guy, amazing. I have met more amazing people in 2020 than I have in any other year. And that's absolutely the truth. As a business, as Black Belt Bots, we've expanded. We've expanded a bunch. We've expanded into interactive video. We've expanded into dub, which is a whole different technology. We are even looking at augmented reality stuff, where you scan a picture and boom, you're invited into an interactive experience right away. How crazy is that? How crazy is that? I want to explore all of these things to see what's going to take, to see what's out there, and what my clients might benefit from or enjoy. This is the stuff. This is the stuff, my friends. So anyway, celebrating some of that. Lisa's here. Sweden is here. Hello, Sweden. I'm so happy to have you, my friend. Let's see. I'm hoping that engagement marketing will be the breakthrough for me in 2021. Yeah, and that's the thing. I think that engagement marketing is not for everybody. There are some folks who are always going to be more comfortable with digital, the way that it's built. The getting more people on your list, tweaking tiny percentages, tweaking percentages in funnels. And there are people that are so super happy reading stats, and that's meaningful to them. But there's another part of the population. Reading stats makes me ill. It does. I'd so much rather meet someone and talk to them. I am a person who would rather not depend necessarily on digital marketing. I use it, obviously. I use it. But my digital is all of it is pointed to a path to getting on the phone with me. That's where the real stuff is done. The real stuff is not necessarily done in a bot. I use them for everything. You know that I do. But when I'm on the road with a client journey, I want them to get to a phone call with me as fast as possible so that I can figure out what they value, see if we're a fit. If we're not, I certainly have a friend that I can refer them to. To me, it's about building relationships and building networks much more than it's about achieving some fabulous social media influencer place. You know what I mean? It's just better. It's just better for me. It's more reliable for me, and it certainly has been reliable in a pandemic. Hey, baby, if it's reliable in a pandemic, we can count on it for next year, can't we? That is that's something that I've been finding out is that the engagement marketing, it really appeals to people who don't necessarily want to do traditional marketing methods, people who are not excited by a spreadsheet. I am not. I am not. My wife is. She loves them. She loves a nice pivot table. I run screaming because wow, too many rows and columns for me. I can't even write on lined paper, people. I cannot do it the way everybody else does it. But these are the things that I've found, the engagement marketing stuff. When we take the time to get to know and value people, that's a lot more valuable to them than somebody who just stuffs their inbox day after day. That's it. That's the way. That's the way. Constantly looking forward to discovering new things. And that's one of the things I'm looking forward to in 2020 for sure. The discovery of new stuff. What is the future going to bring to us technology wise? What is going to come to us that we all go, wow, what is that? What is that? I love exploring that stuff. It's actually, a part of my job, which I'm so lucky, people. let's shoot some rockets off of that. Just being lucky enough to be able to spend the time exploring new things, new avenues for my clients, and meeting new people, so that I can hook people up in the future as people have hooked me up. So really looking forward to the new technology stuff in the future. Remember, it's time. This is like a Friday Wins episode. Toss those wins in the comments for me, and I'll read them out loud for everybody. Or tell me what you're looking forward to in 2021. The future of chatbots. This is something that I want to cover as well, because of course I'm studying those all the time. There's about 4 platforms that I use regularly, and it sort of depends on what the client needs, and sometimes it's a combination. It's more than one platform that my clients need. And so what is the future of chatbots? What am I looking forward to? Directly, I am looking forward to, right now, ManyChat is one of the platforms that I use. It's connected to Messenger. We all know the story there. It is, Facebook makes unilateral decisions based on whatever they want. And there are times that the rest of us go, okay, hold on. How are we going to get through this one? It happened this month. And it just, a lot of times it seems arbitrary. And so yeah, my connection with Facebook Messenger, I'm still there. I'll always be there. But using it for more than, I want to use that platform for what it's worth. And ManyChat is absolutely the product right now. If you want to get into a full the full court press of being able to reach people through Facebook Messenger or text or email. That's the omni-channel approach I keep talking about. ManyChat's the way to go. Go right there, hang out, because they have got a really good system for that. What I'm looking forward to in 2021 is some of the other platforms that I use developing a system for that so that I don't have to go through a messenger gateway so that I can keep all of the bots on, one platform from one client. Because sometimes juggling multiple platforms, it's not confusing for us, it's confusing for them. And so that is something that I am definitely looking forward to in 2021. Some of these, and I know that TrueChat is, making they have made the text available. We're still, bumping around, testing it out. But we're going to be using it for my class that I have coming up on January 18th. Uh, that class is amazing and got a few signups already, raring to go. It's also like at a stupid early bird price until tomorrow midnight. So if you want to check that out, it's epicengagement.co. Oh, you know what? I could have probably put that in the comments. Let me just do that right now. Let me type while you watch me. I know, scintillating live stream. epicengagement.co. That's what it is. I will toss that out at you if you want to check it out. It's definitely ridiculous pricing right now. But do want to get as many people in as we can. It is, one of the things that I was doing this morning was thinking about how valuable lifetime access to this class is, because we address all parts of the client journey. We address getting new eyeballs, we address nurturing those eyeballs, we address asking for the sale, we address all of those things. And at different times in your business, you're going to need different kinds of support along that customer journey. And so, we've got that built in, and we've also got, kind of a bonus section with all the tools and technology that I use, including the technology that I use to put this live stream on, which is super fun. And all of, just all of the different stuff I'm going to go into, explore, show you how to work a little bit. And that stuff for a lifetime, for the lifetime of my business anyway, for as long as Black Belt Bots is running, which obviously forever. But for the lifetime of the business, of my business, you will get access to that entire class with all of the new stuff that I put in there and all of the updates and all of the new tools and everything. That in itself is a heck of a deal. And because I want to make it a place that people keep coming back to, so that I can keep serving people and keep giving them, the good stuff, as far as what type of stuff's going on, what's going on new, what you need to avoid if there's an emergency situation with one of my bot platforms. I want to be out there helping and giving you a hand in times of crazy. Which, we've had our share this year. Anyway, again, drop those accomplishments and or looking forward stuff into the comments for me so that I can read them out loud for everybody. Yeah, looking forward to 2021. Future of chatbots. Let me get back to that because I kind of strayed from the topic. I know you're used to that, and thank you for still loving me. Future of chatbots. I do think, so I started doing bots 3.5 years ago. I still am running into people who don't know what a bot is, or they think that the live chat in the corner of a website is a chatbot. I understand why. Live chat, chat bot, they've got some of the same words in there. Some bots do appear at that lower right-hand corner of a website. I get it. I get why people think that. But and live chat is certainly incorporated into all of my chatbots, but it's more than just that live chat. And so I do think that bots will start to be incorporated in different places as people start to realize the value of being able to ask and answer questions. Um, I think that they're going to become so ubiquitous that it's like the fish, swimming up to the other fish and going, hey, water's great today, isn't it? And then swimming by, and then that fish goes, what's water? I mean, I think it's gonna just be ubiquitous and not so terribly definable because people are going to start using those things everywhere. I'm already using them for event sign up, accountability, resources. I'm using them for everything in the book. And every step along the way, I'm able to figure out how I can better serve that client. You know what I'm saying? When I'm asking questions and answering questions, when I'm, keeping track of those answers, I'm figuring out how I can better serve them, or I'm figuring out, I can't serve this person at all. I can hand them to somebody else that I know, though, and that'll bring them a benefit and some goodwill coming back to me from both the person I'm handing them off to, who can serve them better, and that potential client. So it's nothing but a win. It's nothing but a win here. Um, and I find that fantastic. So I think I finally figured out what's wrong with my celebrate button. Oh, yeah. Oh, they're all coming up now. So for those of you who are entertained by the celebrate button, it's back, everybody. I just figured out what was wrong with it. So um, looking at the future of chatbots, it's just going to be like air. It's just going to be like that, because people are going to start to recognize the value of that. I do predict that in the general marketing scene in 2021, people are going to start realizing the value of personalization in their marketing, the value of actually connecting with people and building relationships. Our attention has been, and rightly so, our attention has been distracted into making $1 million on, selling 70 million t-shirts. Wait, okay, the math on that is bad, but you know what I'm saying. We are, obsessed with getting a bigger list. We are obsessed with growing our business digitally. We're obsessed with that kind of stuff. And there is a part of my business that's dedicated to that stuff too. But the larger part of it for me is build relationship, meet more people, shake more hands, virtually, of course, darlings, at this point. Shake more hands, give more hugs, and figure out, if I can help people or not. And if I can't, hand them off to a friend. This is the name of the game for me and for a lot of other people. It's not about getting 1 million people to be my fans. I don't want to become a Kardashian. And I don't think it's possible anyway. I'm a Redden. Anyway, I don't want to become an influencer. I don't want to, I don't want to do any of those things. To me, that is, I do want to reach a bigger crowd, and I'm doing the things accordingly. But I've got a good idea of just how much my goal is to sustain my business, to give back to my family, and contribute. I have an idea on how many private clients I need to do that. I charge accordingly for my services. And I've also got classes and stuff that people can take if they're not quite at that space where they want it done for them. Um, and and so structuring my business like that and saying, this is the amount of energy I'm going to devote here. This is the amount of energy I'm going to devote to, in this channel for getting new clients. I've made those decisions. If you haven't made those decisions, the next 2 days is a great time. It's a great time. Hopefully nobody expects you to be working, but it's a great time to sit down and do that because then you've got a good, clear direction. I am not a big proponent. I think we talked about this yesterday a little bit. Not a big proponent of these are my goals for the new year. Set SMART goals. You know, I just SMART goals make me roll my eyes every time because it sounds good. It sounds good. But unless you have a system for attaining your goals, it's going to be that 2 week, I'm going to throw everything I got at this, and then becoming disappointed. And, right around February 17th, I'm picking a date out of the air, but right around mid-February, everybody starts laughing at starts laughing at what that goal was because we gave it an all-out effort, right? Should have worked by now, right? Okay, I guess that one didn't work. Here's the difference. If you have a system where every day you are making an effort, some effort, or getting a little bit better at something, if you have a system like that, then it's not a big deal if a couple of days are missed here and there. Most systems are flexible enough to incorporate a little bit of downtime or a little bit of, gosh, I had an emergency. I needed a role. I couldn't spend the time that day to do the thing or to get better at the thing. So, okay. But having a system in place for you, that's where it's really at. That's where it's really, really at because systems are flexible and goals are not. Goals are by their very nature are not very flexible. I want to reach this by this certain date. Not super flexible because when you push that date, if you push that date, you feel like a loser. With having a system set up for you where you're either trying a new thing or you're getting better at something you've already tried, that's where it's really at because that can incorporate into the habits that you have already. And that's something I'm absolutely teaching in my new class. And my new class is not necessarily about not teaching people knowledge, although the knowledge will be there for everyone to access at any time. It will not necessarily be so much about knowledge as it will be about the focus is on experimentation. The focus is on what have you got out there right now? How are you getting feedback about it? Is it successful? How do you measure your success? What can we do to get 1% better today? Those are the systems that we need. Building those systems, those are the things that we need to be successful in engagement marketing because what works for me is not necessarily going to work for you. You're a different person, you have a different crowd. All of those things come into play. So, finding what works for you by experimenting, creating out of the things that work for you, creating a system that is flexible in meeting, whatever those goals are. That's going to be the point. Knowledge is great. Action is better. And so we're going to be focusing an awful lot on taking action and certainly being accountable for that action too. That'll be fun. I'm making it all fun, obviously. It's one of mine, baby. It's gotta be fun. So Teresa says, systems is what I realize I've needed for a long time. The thing I've struggled with is finding a system that actually builds success and results. I know it. And let me tell you, you ain't the only one. I think it's a problem. It's kind of an epic problem among entrepreneurs. We all got in this so that we could design our days, so that the man or the woman, let's be equal about it, or anybody in between those coordinates, it isn't breathing down our necks, and so that we're not being micromanaged and clocking in and doing all of those things. We became entrepreneurs partly to ditch the crap, but also to embrace the unique qualities and services and products that we bring to the world. Um, we don't necessarily embrace systems. We don't necessarily embrace those things because those are like the brick and mortar work. That's like the building blocks. We don't love the building blocks as entrepreneurs. We don't love the building blocks unless we have a business doing project management for other people. Um, we love changing people's lives. That's what that's what drives us. That's that motivation, that's that passion that drives us. Systems allow that to happen, but we don't want to create that stuff. We just want to create results. We feel like if we create enough results, enough people will be talking about us, that will sustain our businesses, and then we can maybe go pay attention to the systems. Sweethearts, we got it wrong, and it's okay. It's okay. I will show you how to build your system. I will show you how in system that is personal to you. I'm not a coach who has this block of knowledge is going to make you a better person. No. These actions are going to make you more successful in your business. And I'm going to meet you where you are. I'm going to meet you where you are. There's no lectures, there's no, okay, everybody's in the same spot. So now I'm going to take them from spot 2 to spot 3. Yeah, no, there's going to be none of that. I'm holding it completely differently, so that you get personal attention, so that you get, access to what you need, and a system that we can co-create together to make you a star that I know that you are already. So that, yeah, it's, I think that everybody struggles with that system. I think that everybody struggles with creating something, I mean, I think our eyes are just on the wrong thing most of the time. And when we can reach back in there and say, okay, I'm going to do it differently this time. That's where the strength is. The strength is in experimentation. The strength is in action. So anyway, I got down a little bunny trail there. The future of chatbots, the future of engagement. For me, my focus is on who wants to really engage with their audience. There are some people that I've worked with in the past that really don't care too much about engaging their audience. They want that open rate of the bot. I get it. I get it. People who are driven that way, though, I've got other people to refer you to. The people that I want in my class and the people that I want to give the services to, those people are people that want to connect and build relationships they can keep adding to. It's pretty amazing. I love working with those people because that's exciting for me. So in 2021, I'm absolutely looking for those folks. Hey, if you know anybody, boop, boop, send them on to me. I'd be happy to help them. And yeah. 2021, we certainly have the event that's happening on January 14th. If you look up in the description, boop, you will have the link already. And of course, January 18th is the class. So with the class, I'm launching it on the 18th. It will be something that you can join anytime, but there are special perks for coming in early. So know that, my friends. Also a special price if you get in before tomorrow midnight. So that class is happening. It's gonna be rolling admission. You can join it in 6 months if you want. You can join it in a year and a half if you want. It doesn't matter. That class is just always gonna be available. Um, and, uh, and yeah, I mean, what I'm doing there is that's where, that's where the experimentation happens. That's where the action happens. And by the time you're done with the class, the action will be a habit. And that's where you really want it. So, engagement marketing, I'm so excited. We're also doing our live event every other month. Um, and each time we try new stuff, same topic, but we try new stuff to engage and get that point across. At some point in 2021, we may have a live event. I don't know. No one knows what's going to happen in 2021, but there may be a live event somewhere as well. So that will be super fun, and I can't wait for that. Whenever it happens, 2021 or not, it's going to be super fun. So that's kind of what I know today. Those are the things that we're celebrating here at Black Belt Bots. Those are the things that we are looking forward to as well. The team and I are working hard to bring our clients awesomeness. And yeah, that's what I know. Want to thank you for coming along for the ride. Obviously, without my people, without the tribe, the community, and the grasshoppers, someday I'm gonna settle on a single word for you all. Without you, it's not cool. It's just not cool. And I celebrate the fact that you came along today and shared some of your day with me, because that, my friend, is absolutely outstanding, just as she just said. And we got Elf, one of my very favorite movies of all time. I love Elf in that movie. Anyway, thank you for coming by. Happiest of New Year's to you. Thank you. And we'll be back. We'll be back on Monday, back to 5 shows a week, back to our regular schedule. And I can't wait to show you some of the interviews and cool stuff, cool people we have stopping by for you. So that's it. Last show on 2020, people. Thanks again for joining me. There's nobody cooler than you, and I think that you know that. Celebrate the end of 2020. Let's hop into 2021 like our hair is on fire and we've got to run fast to put it out. And that's it. That's all I have for you today. Thank you again. See you in a bot.